Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
It's Monday, man. Donkey of the Day for Monday, February 1st, the first day of Black History Month. Goes to police officers in Rochester, New York. I hate when they don't identify these officers as individuals. The reason I believe they don't is to protect their safety, protect their identities. Maybe they don't want to bring shame to their fellow police officers, even though they deserve all the shame this society could possibly give them. Now, I don't even know how I ended up watching this video yesterday because I am not the person who actively seeks trauma via social media. What I mean by that is all the videos of police brutality that circulate online and folks share with each other, and it enrages you, outrages you, traumatizes you, and we share that trauma with each other for whatever reason. I don't look for those. All right, to me, these videos should be used as evidence in a court of law, but hell, I don't even think they hold up in court because we see cops victimizing us all the time on camera, and nothing happens but a BS investigation and some paid administrative leave, okay? Even though there's never anything to investigate because we all got eyes and can see what the hell is happening on the video. So I don't know what the point of any of these videos are except to traumatize us, and that's exactly what the video of the Rochester Police Department handcuffing and pepper spraying a 9-year-old girl did to me. Yes, you heard right. Rochester police handcuffed and pepper sprayed a 9-year-old girl. I can't make this kind of stuff up. Let's go to WHAM ABC 13 for the report, please.
What started as a family trouble call ended with a 9-year-old girl in the back of a police cruiser, handcuffed, then pepper sprayed.
Here's fair at this point. I got her.
The incident again raising questions about the use of excessive force by Rochester police.
This is your last chance, otherwise pepper spray's going in your eyeballs. Come on, let's go.
The girl pepper sprayed by an officer after failing to comply with police. The call came Friday afternoon for the initial report of family trouble and a possible stolen vehicle. Ultimately, city officials say the child was suicidal, threatening to cause harm to herself and others.
Seriously, what about a badge in a uniform makes you forget you too are human? Does this badge in a uniform just automatically make you a sociopath? Like, you got called to this house and told that this young 9-year-old girl was suicidal and that she indicated that she wanted to kill herself and she wanted to kill her mom. First of all, police shouldn't be responding to this. Where's the mental health team? Where's the mental health crisis unit? If you know this 9-year-old girl is having a potential manic episode, how does this end with her being victimized and treated like a criminal? How do you officers treat your own kids? When you see officers treat other people's kids like this, doesn't it make you want to send child services to their house to make sure everything is okay? Because there have been studies that have found at least 40% of police officers' families experience domestic violence. When you see the way these officers manhandle women in the streets, it's not hard to believe that, okay? That's what they're doing at home as well. And the same goes for kids. If you see officers treat kids like this in the street, how do you think they're treating their own kids at home? I don't know, but it's worth an investigation. Now, of course, Mike Mazzini, who is the president of the Rochester Police Union, he defended the officers' actions. Let's listen.
The head of the Rochester Police Union defended the officers responding to that call. Union President Mike Mazzio saying those criticizing the handling of that incident have never been in that position. He also added that it's easier for the city to blame the officers than come up with solutions. Mazzio also said that every situation is different, and he feels the police responding that day did everything by the book.
You know, when you read the studies of 40% of police officers' families experiencing domestic violence, it gives 3 reasons why this is. I'm not going to read all 3, but the third really stands out because it says, and I quote, the officer who is abusing them knows how to manipulate the system to avoid penalty and or shift blame to the victim. This is how they do it. When you have guys like the Mike guy, you know, who's the head of the police union, making excuses for these cops' piss poor behavior and saying that they did everything by the book. He's absolutely wrong, okay? And they need to burn whatever book it is that's telling them that this is how they should move, okay? He's also wrong when he says none of us have been in that situation. Plenty of us have children, young 9-year-old kids. A lot of folks out there have children who are special needs. A lot of folks have children who deal with mental health issues. There are mental health care workers who deal with kids like this all the time. Ask those folks how many times they've had to put the kid in handcuffs and pepper spray them. to restrain them. Just ask them. I would like for you to survey those people I just mentioned and ask them how many times if they had to handcuff a 9-year-old and pepper spray them, okay, to restrain them. See, it's the lack of compassion and empathy for me, and I felt so bad for that young girl listening to her scream out for her father, because I would never want to be a father in that situation, because what if her father would have showed up in that moment and chose violence? He would have been absolutely justified to do so, but then he would have been killed. If you did that to a 9-year-old girl, then we know what you would do to her father, who showed up, saw what you was doing to her, and then defended her. I don't see how anyone can make excuses for this. I don't see how anyone can justify this. The girl was 9, and it was 5 officers, 5 big grown police officers, and this 9-year-old girl, and y'all couldn't restrain her without handcuffs and pepper spray. How is that protecting and serving? Let me tell you something, man. Whatever y'all doing is not working. All right? That book that the head of the police union was talking about, saying that they did everything by it, throw it out. All right? People get more offended by the slogan, defund the police, than they do the actions like this that make folks say, see, this is why the police need to be defunded. If this is what taxpayer dollars are paying for, then taxpayers should demand a refund and better service. Okay? I don't have any bright ideas. I have no solutions whatsoever. I'm just shining a light on the problem. Okay, I'm shining a light on this so we can constantly have examples on what exactly needs to be changed. I just honestly don't know how to change it. Please let Chelsea Handler give the Rochester Police Department the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
Goodness gracious. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. Now, when we come back, Plies, did he say this audio or did he just write it on Instagram or Twitter? Do we have the audio?
No, we don't have audio.
I think it was a Twitter.
He said, dear black business owners, stop wanting me to spend my money with you and shop with you just because you black. Make me want to spend money with you because you got a good product, good customer service, and a good price point. Because if that's bad, I don't want it no matter what color you are.
All right. Well, let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. Should you support a black business just because they are black? Let's talk about it. We'll take your phone calls when we come back. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the Law Office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.